on information and strategy via Onanuga, who disclosed on X that the victims had been released. Emerging security details indicate the operation led to the arrest of 8 suspected kidnappers, now in the custody of the DSS, while several others were neutralized. Authorities also meant ransom was paid and no prison exchange took place, despite reports that the abductors had demanded the release of one of their kingpins who was currently facing prosecution for terrorism-related offenses. According to the presidency, that demand was rejected and there was no quid pro quo in securing the victims' freedom. Security agencies had to provide a full account of operation in due course.
So, although we don't know how that they were actually released, if it's by,
let's turn now to Ibadan. The governor's office, where Olaide is standing by for more on this development. What's the latest that you are covering right now, Olaide, as regards the condition of these rescued teachers and school children? Oyo State, more than 50.
What you built is freaking incredible, and what you built will disrupt the whole industry. So, like, you're going after.
They were abducted. The teachers, pupils, and students kidnapped from Oriire Local Government Area have regained their freedom. The announcement came from the special advisor to the president on information and strategy via Onanuga, who disclosed on X that the victims had been released. Emerging security details indicate the operation led to the arrest of 8 suspected kidnappers, now in the custody of the DSS, while several others were neutralized. Authorities also meant ransom was paid and no prison exchange took place, despite reports that the abductors had demanded the release of one of their kingpins who was currently facing prosecution for terrorism-related offenses. According to the presidency, that demand was rejected and there was no quid pro quo in securing the victims' freedom. Security agencies had to provide a full account of operation in due course. Let's turn now to Ibadan, the governor's office, where Olaide is standing by for more on this development. What's the latest that you are covering right now, Olaide, as regards the condition of these rescued teachers and school children?
Today makes it the 56th day that the victims were kidnapped, and I can confirm to you that there have been all-round jubilation across even the internet and across some places where they heard about this news in Oyo State. So we are still waiting for the state government to brief us situations surrounding the rescue operations, because today we observed that a high-level security meeting was held with the governor, and which gave an indication that something like this must have happened earlier today. So we're still expecting to be briefed by the Oyo State government concerning situations surrounding the rescue operation. But I can confirm to you now that they have actually been rescued, and we're hoping to be briefed on the situation.
Olaide, we're getting updates from the presidency confirming that 8 suspects currently in DSS custody, while others were neutralized during this operation. How soon can we learn more about the rescue operation itself, and what are you hearing from other stakeholders in Oyo State as regards this?
Yes, of course. 8 suspects have been arrested regarding this kidnap situation. And like I told you, we are still expecting the state government to brief us situations surrounding even the arrest of these suspects. But from what the special advisor to the president said, we saw that it wasn't really an easy operation for them to have neutralized some of them. So it shows that it must have been a back-to-back fire from the troops of the Nigerian army and also the kidnappers. And so we are expecting security, the security agencies, especially the Nigerian army, to, talk to the Oyo State government so that they can give us the brief on how the rescue operation was actually carried out.
What are you hearing about the numbers abducted and the actual number that have now been released?
So, from what the special advisor to the president said, he did not really make mention of those who the number of people who were actually rescued. So, from that, we'll be able to deduce that, of course, they have released everybody who were actually kidnapped on that day. So, if there was someone who was left behind, I think he would have given us the information before. And like I said, we are still going to depend on what the state government briefs us on the rescue operation. If at all there is anybody left in the bush, we will know. Or if at all there is any casualty from the victims, we will also know from whichever or whatever brief the Oyo State government gives to us. So our fingers are crossed. We are even waiting. We are waiting seriously for the governor to come and give us briefs on it. So from that, I'll be able to give actual information about the rescue operation. Nifemi.
Thank you for the update, Elijah.
So they said it was through an operation that led to this release. Whether yet to hear more of this to be sure.
According to the Defense Headquarters, the operation ordered by President Bola Tinubu brought together the Armed Forces, Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Service, DSS, National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA. Troops advanced from multiple directions, destroyed terrorist camps, cut off supply and communication routes, and tightened cordon area the kidnappers' hideouts. The military said the sustained pressure forced the suspects and Ansaro terrorists to release the students and teachers unconditionally. It added that the victims have been handed over to the Oyo State government for medical examination and social support and reunion with their families, describing the operation as a major success in interagency collaboration against terrorism.
Thank you very much.
Abidim Secure, Arise News.
They tried so much.
And President Bola Tinubu and the Oyo State government have hailed the news of the release. President Tinubu says he's relieved they are finally free. He praised the military, the DSS, and the police for what he described as a round-the-clock operation that secured their release without collateral damage. He also expressed a regret over the anguish endured by the children, their teachers, their families, and the nation during the ordeal. He thanked the Oyo State government for its cooperation and directed emergency agencies to provide medical and relief support. He also says those responsible for the killing of mathematics teacher Mr. Oyedokun will face justice. Well, the Oyo State government, meanwhile, stated that by refusing to throw money to secure a temporary solution, well, Governor Seyi Makinde's administration had demonstrated courage and a long-term commitment to tackling kidnapping and banditry.
So you see that. So it essentially means that see. So we thank God for that. That at least we were able to release. You can imagine 56 days. Imagine what we've gone through. So we thank the Nigerian government, we thank the armed forces, the military, everyone involved in bringing them back. Kudos, we really appreciate about the family. But this time, I think most especially the children, they need to be rehabilitated because of the because of what they saw there, because of the killing of the mass teacher. Imagine what will go to their mind, seeing the killing and the trauma. So I think the introduction to rehabilitation is very important for the children, of course, and from some teachers as well. We extend to them. So at this hour, we appreciate our black country. That we hope that more of these people will be brought to justice and more will be released from across Nigeria. Alright, so thank everyone. So subscribe to my channel. So subscribe, so I can bring you more news updates. Thank you.